when they get like this, just murder them all. Go for another gas and just keep blapping them. They're not going to be too happy about it. If you fancy a bargain, get over to the description of the video where you will find a link to get this game for an absolute bargain. Instant Gaming are sponsoring this video, but honestly, I've bought a few games from them now and saved myself a good bit of money, which you can too. As you can see on screen, the price difference is staggering. You'll get a great deal buying it from here. If you're after buying this game, do yourself a favour and buy it from here with the link in the description. Save yourself some pennies. You'll be helping yourself out and me. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Hello everybody, once again we are murdering Germans and pounding the enemy capital. The rest of the front is looking a little bit sketchy, whereas they are planning to attack Arras by the looks of things, so we've stuck some troops there. The last episode we had just broken through Kaiserslautern. We sent bodies up into the air, threw bombs at their tanks, and everything went quite dandy. Rest of the front hasn't changed very much. We've got air cover on most of it. If we need to expand that, we will, but I will try and save money as we're going. But there's nothing more left now to do but end the turn, so we'll see what the enemy does to us capturing this region from them. This is very important because we can bombard them from spray air and potentially attack them from Kaiserslautern. But let's see what happens. Get your cup of tea ready and we will begin. Let's end the turn. Enemy spy in Arras. That was our prediction of where they're going to try and murder us. But they have refrained from doing so. That's interesting. Maybe we hammered them quite a bit. We did destroy several tanks and things. I don't think they'll be too happy about that. And we're going to get more money in. This is glorious. It would appear that they may now actually be going for one of these regions. So these troops that are over here, I'm going to move into Willer's Bretnex. If that's how you say it, probably not. I'm going to have the elites there, the Belgians, and 2 more British. Stick them in here. That should be good. Even if they attack Campagne, or whatever that says, they'll only be able to take 1 star off, so that's not too bad. It would be wise to get some planes in now. I'm going to go for the British planes because they are working with the British troops. We do gradually want to improve the percentage of coverage, so we'll gradually be doing that. The rest of it looks doable. Nothing will get murdered in 1 turn, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, they won't get through. Moving up Kaiserslautern has actually made it so that they've had to stretch their forces even more, which we are going to have to do as well, but not to the degree that they are. So we've got 3 French corps in Saarburg, which I'm going to reduce to 2. Get them in Kaiserslautern. There's no way that'll get through there. I'm going to reduce this one as well. That's pretty much the garrison based in Parmesan sorted. We can only have, we'll go for 2 there as well. Now, we need to get these buildings up and running. We need a supply depot, an airfield, a field hospital. We're going to want the extra field hospital as well, and probably the other airfield. This is getting expensive, but yeah, we'll leave that one for now. Just wait for our money to go back up. Now, we do want our planes, at least 3 air wings up in Kaiserslautern, so we're going to need one of these ones nicked. We'll go for Bar their Duke, because I don't think they'll be attacking from there. They can go in at Parmesans. Now, all this infantry needs to come with us. We definitely want all of the elites over in Kaiserslautern. And we're going to go for just 2... corps in Parmesans, and the rest of them are going to be in this Doom stack. Research wise, We're on for a winner. We can go for the mustard gas. Excellent. Now that is going to be glorious. I believe that will murder anybody that walks into it. We just have to make sure that we don't murder our own men with it. 2 events. Lenin in Russia is causing havoc. This may mean that the Germans will be getting more cores available to them soon. Yes, it does. And heavy rain. Defeat 3 heavy artillery companies. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. So first things first, before I do forget again, we do need to start bombarding Kreisnach again. So let's do that. We're not going to be taking the territory. We're just going to be... Oh, what's this? Rainy season. The artillery won't do much. Right, so it's going to be up to the airplanes anyway, so that's good. Bombard this some more. Not giving them any time to recover. Some undermining is good. The clay kickers are doing their job rather well. That's the method that they actually used to dig the clay out. Using the legs and everything else. It was a method used for constructing the London... Was it the London Underground or was it the improved sewer system? I can't quite remember which one, but they took inspiration from that and got people involved to help dig the clay out. It was very laboursome, but it used the legs, which are the most powerful in the body. And it was rather quiet, which was very important because you couldn't hear other people digging. So here we go in the wet German capital. I could have said moist. It's getting moister. We already have 2 blast holes, I believe, already. Yeah, 1 here. And 1 over here. We're going to make a 3rd. Where should we put it? That is the question. So over here, they're going to have real trouble. There's a very similar setup to the battle that we've just had. So we'd grab this, run along, and then get in there somehow. They won't have much cover. If we were to attack from this direction, where would we do it from? This is very well defensed if they keep trying to get the command trench back. Because we'll have men in here shooting at them. And we're pretty well covered, actually. Over here, similar thing. If we hold this, we can shoot anybody coming over here and advance to grab this. Then they'll only have this to deal with. I would kind of want that. Well, this is obviously a major weak point for the enemy now, because we could just get in. I think this is probably going to be the strongest part. Another option... Oh, there's nowhere really we can put it. But it does look like we're going to be plopping another one. Do I want to put it there, though, really? It's going to have to be over here. It's going to be a mess. Make a large hole over this section. No, that's our way in. We'll probably go for over here. We could quite happily bombard all of that. And just get men in. So if we plop it there, for example. Like that. We can get this and supposedly run around here a little bit. We won't even need to necessarily hold it. We could just have a couple of men here. They'll have to come from this angle or this angle. If they come from down here, I'd like to think we've already got this, so they get murdered. And if they come from over here, if this stays alive and we can get men over here, then they're going to be coming at it from an angle, in which case they will also get murdered. Especially if we can have men in here. That's going to be key. This is going to be a very good trench to keep hold of. I think we're going to go for that. I'm not going to deploy any artillery because we're just going to be deploying a few men and aeroplanes. Look at this. Speed deployment. Look at that. Skills. Stick a few in down here just because we probably should in case. We'll max it out. I mean, they're not going to get through, but, you know, we better add just in case they get a little giddy. Might stick a balloon in for the giggles of it. Be nice to see what the enemy are up to. And we're going to use the Air Force to murder everybody, as well as that rather large explosion, which is going to be coming now. Here we have it. Let's have a quick gander. I do wonder if the enemy have planes. They don't appear to have tanks. Oh, these men are going to get obliterated. They might as well start sending the plane. Oh, we can't use the Air Force. Oh, the rain must hammer it. So we've only got this one bomb to do, and then we'll call it a ceasefire. We can at least see a couple of them. Let's have a gander. Gone. What is that? Not too sure. We've made a mess in the trenches. This should make coming this way a lot easier. Now that is technically a separate section. We can bombard it and get a load of men in. And then just run around, hold this and anything. Oh, they have tanks as well. Right, I'm going to ceasefire right quick. Before they get too giddy. If that explosion would have got that tank, that would have been ideal. It wasn't far from it. Regardless, that will stop them from reinforcing the area. We murdered men. Where's that score? Don't know. We don't know. Apparently nobody liked that. That's fine. I'm happy with that. It will stop them from reinforcing. Now, if we had bombers in there, we could have taken care of those tanks. But it's the rainy season, so we can't get the planes up in the air. I always forget that. So that also means we can't attack, which is fine, because we need all of our men to recover anyway, because they've moved and aren't ready for combat. So really, we're looking at ending the turn again. So let's do that. See if the enemy attack. May 1917. Money is getting better again. They haven't attacked. But it looks like they're going to try and have a dabble over here instead. Lille as well, potentially. This is still the British section, so we can stick some of these men in. St. Meanhole is probably the most precarious there, so
stand by for orders.
Stick a lot of men in this direction. Might even do the, no, not obviously not the lot, but at least a load of these. We'll get the British in, Belgians,
We're moving.
another normal standard British. 1, 2, 3, 4 cores there. Maximum we're going to face is 8, but we do have airplanes. They've only got 2 each in there, so we will actually move another one in, so it's 5, and then I'm quite comfortable with that. At Lille, they have 6 there, but regardless, they're not going to be able to take anything in one turn, so I'm happy with that as well. I could even stick another infantry and move them potentially down to Vouchers.
Move!
Because you never know, they may get giddy. Now then, the army is ready. We do have some technology to play with, though. So what do we go for? Could get more men in. That would be quite useful. And we could give them some alcohol. The rifles upgrade will probably really help, actually. Because once we hold a position, we're struggling to fend them off. I'm going to go for that. I think that will be the more urgent matter to deal with. So let's give them some well-earned better rifle sights. More events over there. Vandel, Broadway, film star, blah, 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 has done it again. The song over there has become an international hit and has been taken up by our lads going overseas as a message to Germany. Considered too old to enlist in the War Department, the man has decided to help in doing other things instead. Wonderful. And another mission, which is to destroy 3 observation balloons. So we can have a dabble at murdering Kreisnack again. We're going to bombard it, and then we're actually going to attack from Kaiserslautern. Get those stars reduced. If I can get it to 1, that would be fantastic. And then we can wiggle our way around the capital. for a full potential encirclement, and then I'm gonna actually see, because I want to get Kaiserslautern down to 1, then we can murder it in 1 turn. And then go and take Ingelhelm and Simmern and encircle the entire army just to see if that works. And then take Kreisnack before national will depletes stupid amounts. That is the plan, so let's bombard them a bit first, send in the planes. Like so. This may actually eliminate the tanks that are there, which would be wonderful for the attack. Don't know if they're going to have planes there. Hopefully they don't, then we can get more bombers in. I don't necessarily want to have to replace the planes neither, because they are quite expensive. Here is our latest landscaping venture. We have blown that up. Another one there and another one there, but there are limitations to this. You can only have 3 per battle. So now we cannot actually use this from this angle. This is another reason why I want to attack them from another side, because then we can keep blowing them up to extreme amounts. This does, however, mean that we can get more planes in. I'm gonna actually stick more men in again. Stick them everywhere. Doesn't really matter. Blap, 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 blap. Getting quite efficient at doing this now. That'll do. Not bothered about the artillery. We'll get an observation balloon in. And go for a mad bombing spree. So first things first, as always, get that balloon up in the air and see what we can see. Interesting. They are occupying a lot of these. They've gone for a double dabble over here. That mortar. I think they're just the standards. It's hard to say, really. No sign of a tank yet, but we'll just get a plane in and see what happens.
Le ciel est à nous, soldats.
If they respond with a air superiority mission, we know then that they have planes. But they haven't so far. Oh, they have. There we go. Right, so we need another one in.
Préparez-vous pour la mission anti-aérienne.
And get a load of bombers in then. We'll go for no, we'll stick with 2 for now.
Préparez les bombardiers.
And just have these everywhere. The enemy do not have a observation balloon. That's why they're sending men forward. Our planes are attempting to murder them. We've lost 1. We've taken 1 down. Our planes aren't in the best position to be taking. Oh, we've lost another one. Come on, planeage. Oh, we might get that one out of the way, though. We are on the arse of it. Let's keep murdering it. Our plane does appear to be a little bit quicker. The enemy are bringing a bomber of their own. So we could send in some more air superiority missions in. Oh, we got the increased rifle sight doodah, didn't we? So we can have a look at that. That is a bombing mission, not a harassment mission. Otherwise it will be murdering everybody here. Hopefully our planes find it, but we're going to be murdering lots of their emplacements. I do wonder if they have tanks. Oh, that takes care of a double blap. That is nice. MG positions destroyed. Mortars destroyed. What else are we going to have? We could go mental, because it's going to take the enemy a long time to actually get their planes back in action. Just go nuts. Let's do that. Our fighter aircraft are returning home. They have not found that plane in time. They're running out of fuel. Oh, this one has, though. This one's shooting it and locking on. Will it take care of it, though? That's the question. It's not going to take it out like that, though. But we do have another actually engaging it. We've got more air superiority fighters from the enemy. We may lose a couple of planes now, which is not ideal. We should take care of their bomber, though. Just takes forever to go down. They've clearly got many upgrades. Come on, that's one bomber gone. Not good. Our bomber, their bomber survived. they may end up murdering a lot of our planes here. Not been keeping an eye on what they have been destroying, not gonna lie. Sending a few men forward still. Still got bombers floating around. We are destroying emplacements still, but we need more. Oh no. They are attacking it as well. We'll zoom in and get some fighters in.
Ordre d'éliminer leurs pilotes.
More heavy artillery destroyed. Nice. More MGs and things are being murdered. Our plane is rummaging in. Don't know where the other one is. Where's the other one? We have lost the plane. Well, that's their bomber again. They keep sending men over just to get murdered. More Germans about to get murdered, and oh my, they are dead. And oh look, there's another bunch about to get murdered. Let's have a look. Are you ready? Gone. Excellent. These new rifles are superb. More about to get murdered. The building won't hit them. Absolutely gone. Look at them drop like flies. They're running away, but they still get murdered. We'll send more planes in. They are responding with more planes of their own. We've got our fighters in. Our bomber may get murdered because it went the wrong way. Come on, fighters, destroy it before it destroys our bomber, please. Nice. Oh no, but they're going for it again with another one. Our fighters aren't doing the job correctly, but we did murder at least another one. Not bad. More Germans just got murdered. Our bomber got destroyed, which is irritating. Can't imagine the enemy have too many planes left now. Oh, but they do. Oh no, go home, bomber. Please go home. Oh, fighters. Oh, they're more bombers. Oh, they're just waiting to be refueled, I think. Can they target them? I don't think they can. But our bomber is going to get slapped. Somehow the German pilots are blind and haven't seen it. But this one has, and it's locked on, and now the other one has. It's going to go down. Yeah, damn. They're having another look at this house, and they're going to get murdered again. Just like that. Gone. This town looks a bit of a mess. Massive blood stain in the middle of it. Carts floating around. Some wooden decking has been removed. I'm not too sure what that is. Could be part of a tractor. These houses no longer exist. Oh look, some Germans are coming again. They're just going to get murdered. Quite a lot of shell holes here. These vehicles aren't looking like they're having a good time. Would be good if we could stick some MGs, for example, over here in amongst these. That would be quite hilarious. They've all been murdered. Excellent. Sent some more fighters in just to see if we can murder some more of their aircraft. Hopefully we will. We are taking care of a bomber. Will it go down? No, that's the question. Probably not, because they're indestructible. Oh no, these ones are up for refuel and they're taking them all out. What? No. That shouldn't be a thing. Oh, we've just lost loads. The pilot jumped out of it. Oh man. Gonna have to replace some of these planes now. More bodies scattering the battlefield. And that was it for that one. Not too much happening. I mean, was it worth it? Yeah, just because in the next attack they will be more tired. It's reduced their money a bit. Apparently everybody liked that battle. Can't really complain too much. But we have managed to actually keep that air wing alive somehow. That is unbelievable. Here's the battle you've been waiting for. Let's get in there. This even reckons it'll be a stalemate, so let's see. This will be a fresh, clean slate battlefield. Interesting map. I wonder which side of it we'll get. Oh, look at those green fields which are soon going to be destroyed. And this town which is going to be rubble very much soon. And look at this. This is a long map. We have a control point right in the middle. This means we can potentially really give it some. There's forests here and everything. Not too sure how we're going to navigate this, but we'll have a dabble at least. We don't know where the enemy trenches are going to be, so I don't know where to place the undermining. That is the question. Going to have to get creative in these trenches. The town will just get obliterated when we stick these trenches in, so I'm not too worried about that. That isn't really an obstacle, but trees, however, are definitely an obstacle. As you know, if you've watched this channel, they are absolutely devastating when you've got men inside of them. The AI can't deal with it because they don't seem to know what artillery is. I'll set up some kind of basic defense. I'm going to have to wing it slightly because it's a little bit all over the place. Before I start this one, I'm definitely going to be having a cup of tea. Are you ready to see my creation? Look at this! Marvelous. Many buildings have been demolished to make way for this. Now we have the forward quarter. This is the initial shield of the thing, with light artillery here, a balloon and 3 heavies. Then you have the next quarter, which is part of the integral defense that I normally do. The whatever you want to call that, the smiley face. We have the standard infantry in it with some heavies in between the forward and rear lines. They have extended flanking maneuvering things with an MG right back here. Hopefully this will prevent us from being murdered with the rifle grenades, but I still suspect that they're going to be in range. And we also have a couple over here for potential flanking attacks. And then this is a bit of a mess. So we've got our connection thing going on over here. This, yes, technically it's a little bit exposing, but they're not going to get there. They're just not. And if for somehow they did get there, then I would have to have a bit of a fight on my hands. But I don't know if MGs can shoot into these. I know mortars can. So ideally I'd have a couple of mortars stuck around this just for the hell of it, but it is what it is. This is the command trench area, solid defense with flanks on it. There's some MGs covering because we're going to leave it unmanned. And then A, very similar thing, but with one flank over here, again running around all of this. Technically this weakens it, but it also strengthens it because we're going to be holding on to this as much as possible. If somehow this fell, that will be an absolute nightmare. But regardless, we should be all good. 12 heavy artillery batteries again, and I've also gone for some undermining here. I'll tell you why in a moment. Looking at the enemy's formations, it looks like they're struggling with the forests. I thought they would have put more down than this. But that means we could potentially take over this quite happily if it's not developed. Got plenty of forests we can use to our advantage. We can bombard a lot of this very easily. Could potentially run into here and then just go blap in. And all of this looks juicy as well. Now, I've put this here. Now, I couldn't see any of this when I was designing this, so this was a rough guess. But the enemy reinforcement point is right there on that road. And I wanted something. I wanted to create the situation where if they're reinforcing right from there, then I want to be able to blap them. So if I did it right in front of the command trench, we're not going to have any trenches which we can occupy and then blap them with. So I've purposely done this to one side. So this looks like it could be occupiable and blap straight into them. So that is the plan. If they were to come at us from this side, we could potentially have a bit of a problem. However, we may end up attacking this side first. If we come over here, bombard a lot of this to death and suppress it and get in there, that would be glorious. Then we can resupply from here. And then we could potentially run around and grab this. And if the enemy want to have a play, then we can occupy this forest. Both of them. We can have men in here and over here shooting anybody that wants to come in and reinforce. If they decide to have a dabble and come right across, say over here, that may be a little bit more challenging. But we should still be able to shoot them from here at least, even if we don't actually have any troops here. So we'll have to have a play. I don't know if I'm going to be using this undermine this turn. I don't think we're going to be able to murder too many people with it. So we may just leave it there for the time being. I am interested to know if that stays there for next time though, even though we've already placed it, so we'll see. If we can get 3 and 1, that would be absolutely glorious. I don't think so, though. 1 pretty much breaks the game anyway. First thing first, get the balloon up in the air and see what is going on. Oh, we're looking good. They have a balloon as well. I'm going to pause the game and we'll just have a look. They're bringing reinforcements in straight away. Couple of emplacements, nothing too serious. No tanks either, so we could destroy a lot of these emplacements. This shouldn't be too bad at all. We can actually target their artillery straight away as well, which is marvellous. Hopefully they don't have planes in, but we've got a full stack of planes we can have a dabble with. Going to get an air superiority mission in straight away, just to see if the enemy will react with their own planes. Going to get that balloon destroyed straight away. We're going to see about murdering this lot. In goes the artillery. Going to be murdering all of this. All of that's going to go up. Balloon's going to go down. It's quite tempting to do this. Oh, they have planes. Right, so we need to send some more in. I heard them whizzing around then. I do want to eliminate their planes. Nice. We also need to take care of their emplacements. Somehow we've got a plane out from there. They are murdering ours, which is not ideal, so we're going to have to get more planes in. But we're also going to do it while... Oh, that is good, we're murdering one of theirs, but they're going to get ours in the same process. Oh man, we're going to lose quite a lot of them here, I think. Let's get more of them in. Yeah, there's another one gone. We do want to do this under some cover. Just ordered 6 bombers in around here, see if we can take care of this lot. And around here, now we do need to be careful with the enemy planes. They are bringing more in, so I'm going to have them filtering around here, and hopefully they're able to take care of our bombers while they're in the sky. And on that note, we need to potentially start making our way over. I'm going to grab the entirety of the regular formation and move them over and see if that works. They are actually behaving. That is wonderful. The enemy are sending a couple of troops in. We may get intercepted. Hopefully our men will shoot them before they get too giddy. All of our bombers are streaming in, followed by some... Is that a balloon busting mission? It better not be. Oh, we're taking care of them. That is glorious. Do need to start shooting these though. Shoot them, men. Shoot them. Gonna have to suppress that because apparently we're not shooting them enough. Get them sent home straight away. We have an enemy bomber down here which is being taken care of. That will be destroying our emplacements. Everything else, we have plenty of things over here being dealt with, which is nice. The flood of bombers is certainly helping. Going to be taking care of these artilleries, which are incredibly strong, apparently. Hopefully, they won't have too many planes left. I do want that gone. They really are struggling to destroy the enemy planes lately. All of these troops, I'm going to get them right on that dot. And then we can rush them in. We are taking a few hits to the artillery. They've brought more planes in. Hopefully our bombers don't get blapped in the process. They've got bombers of their own, which are going to... Oh, no you don't. They're going to actually do that. That was not ideal, so they can see them, and they've decided to launch them into the forest. The artillery shells. We're going to have to get all of these men out of there now. Not ideal. We're going to have to bombard some of this as well. Get that set up. See if we can get these out of there before they all get blapped. Oh, they're going for another one over there. Oh, man. Just get out of there, lads. That is not looking good. Go home quickly. We're going to have to get some more troops in. Thankfully, we can resupply right down here, so coming at them like this isn't going to be too much of an issue. We do have to make sure, though, that we don't get blapped. Otherwise, we're going to lose a lot of men to their artillery. Now, we're bombarding all of theirs right now, so we can come back. And they are sending more planes in. Well, we're going to not entertain that for the time being. We have more of ours available. We can blap them. They're still quite strong. Now, hopefully, the enemy artillery... Oh, we got rid of most of it, so it's not going to be too bad. But looking at this, they're still going to be firing at us. So we're going to go for a rolling barrage. Over there and over here. This should allow us to get in. That's a suppressive barrage that they're using, so that's not too worrisome. Get many of these troops in. A lot of artillery is nearly ready for some further bombardment. So we'll get that sorted. Keep these suppressed. We're going to be sending men over here apparently, so we'll get that done. These are going to be murdering these chaps over here. We've got these ones which we need to get in. Hopefully they won't get murdered by artillery too much neither. Come on lads, shoot them. They are just there. And they are refusing to do so. But we have artillery. We can do a murdering barrage on them and get them in. Could even do another one on that, so they're going home anyway. We'll just murder them, get all these sent over quickly while we get two more even in here. That sounds wonderful. Get in that bit of trench while you go up there. You stay in that position. They're sending more planes in. It's going to be another bomber. Oh, they need to kind of get out of there. Go, 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 go. They may just get blapped at this point. Hopefully they don't. Just keep moving these troops over. They're probably going to get murdered severely. What do we have here? We do have some more troops available to us, potentially. What I am thinking is if we can get over here, take this, and they're going to all be in one corner. And then we can unleash the gas. We're going to work towards that, though. Probably going to keep sending probing attacks, but I don't think it'll be from here anymore, so this frees up more troops for us. We can get them in there. We could even actually get them right in there, so that will be useful. Do that. Where's that other one go? You can come down here as well. Come on, chaps. Right in there, please. Now, the enemy are probably going to be not too bothered about losing this, apparently. But we do have some artillery still left to deal with. Could send more planes in, but they've got quite a few planes already. We could happily come at this from the flank. That sounds good, actually. I'm even going to get some troops in this already. Get that sorted. I don't think I've got any more troops lying around. We should be good if we can get two in there and potentially have them dotted around here. That should murder any potential reinforcements. Gonna get these troops
On a de nouveaux ordres.
sorted. They are gonna get blats
Attendez
for a
les
minute
ordres,
though, so we
préparez-vous à
can
tirer.
just
Tenez-vous
maneuver
prêts,
them
mettez-vous en
around.
position.
Enemy keep launching artillery at us, but it is significantly less than before. We can actually get more troops in
On arrive
here.
après la bataille, on dirait.
We can reinforce from this section now, which is glorious. Looking at this, we can bombard this and get our troops forward now. All of that is going to get blacked. At the same time, we're going to send men over. Get these shifting, get them in a proper formation. All that artillery is definitely coming down now. We're definitely getting our men in there. I'm going to be brave as well and get these troops over here.
On y va.
Like so. All this is happening. Look at that. We're going to get a lot of troops into that bunker.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Because that will be... Look at them all. They're just being murdered. We need
Attention. On a de nouveaux
these
ordres.
troops in
Préparez-vous à
there.
tirer.
We're going to have 4 sets of lads in that section.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
They do have troops in there, but it's not going to be enough.
Attendez les ordres. On doit y aller.
Mortars. Damn, that is not nice. We can suppress that straight away just for the time being. We've got a lot of lads in there. Now we can spread these out and actually take care of that.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Get some troops down there.
Attention.
I want to fill this bit of
On a
trench
de nouveaux ordres.
if possible,
En position de tir.
because this is now happening. Let's gas it, shall we? Right there. See what happens with that. Let's get more troops in.
Préparez-vous à tirer.
These troops aren't actually doing anything, but we could potentially get them right in here. That gas isn't going to be doing them any favours.
Tenez-vous prêts. Choisissez vos
Take
cibles.
care of that, please, lads. Oh, they're all suppressed, so they're not going to do it.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Can at least get them in there while we think about doing it.
Attendez les ordres.
All of these are also thinking about doing things, but not actually doing that much.
Sur la ligne.
I didn't quite go to complete plan, did it? But it doesn't matter. We've still got these troops, which we can filter into here. We can quickly suppress that and get that sorted. That will be wonderful.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Attendez les
These
ordres.
troops are going to be on their own for a little while. They are going to try and murder us with artillery, so we're going to pull them back. See if we can actually take care of that. That will be wonderful. Got loads of troops in here now. Going to see about getting
On a de nouveaux ordres.
a couple of them
On avance.
sat that way in this bit. I may even send these over here as well while we keep pushing from that direction. That may be a good idea. It might not work though. We'll keep going regardless. We've still got plenty of lads here.
Préparez-vous à
To
tirer.
do with bombarding this really. So let's get that done.
Pour un barrage de zone. Établissez les positions de barrage tiré avec artillerie.
Spotted that was murdering our lads, so we'll get that suppressed while we bombard some more of this.
Établissez le
All of these are one gone.
Commencez le barrage. L'artillerie.
Double barrages usually do the trick. This should clear all of it. Our gas is now gone.
Attendez les ordres.
Start taking that command trench back.
Attention. Mettez-vous en position.
A lot of this is now actually clear. We can get these lads further forward. Potentially taking that. We're going to need more lads in there though, so let's get some more men running around straight down here. We need to make sure that we don't accidentally set that off, or we are going to be in trouble. What are you doing sat there? Oh, I mustn't have done the orders correctly. They're just going to get murdered. I'm just going to send them home.
Tout le monde, retraite. On capitule.
Get those over there.
On a
Get
de nouveaux
these in
On
here.
doit y aller. On a de nouveaux ordres. Allez, on accélère.
We can't get too close to that. Well, look at them all. That is asking for gas.
Vérifiez vos munitions.
Get more lads in if we can.
Renfort prêt.
Straight away from down there. We still have these lot. We can get them
Mettez-vous en position.
on that piece of the action. These troops are potentially going to be murdering anybody that has a gander from over here, which it looks like they're about to be doing. Might be worth
Attention.
sending another one in there actually.
On doit tenir cette position. On a de nouveaux ordres. En marche.
Get them in there. We now are taking this command trench. Need to send these knackered units home. The enemy are going to be having a dabble. So we need strong units in here to help defend this area. We could guess it. Let's get a strong one in. So anybody that comes for a gander is just going to get murdered. Especially while our troops are there. These are going to get slapped a bit if we're not too careful. All these troops immediately aren't liking it. Those are neither getting murdered. Look how strong they are. They're not going to like that though. They're going home. Excellent job. We can send these down here and get these fresh troops in. We've got 2 more troops which we can potentially bring in, so we'll get these down here as well. You're tired. Make room for more, please. This is going to be more of a holding mission than anything. They're there. All is good. So they're going to keep sending men in. Now this is what I wanted to do for quite a while. When they get like this, just murder them all. We can go for another gas and just keep blapping them. They're not going to be too happy about it. Got more lads coming in from that direction. We're going to have more troops down here. Didn't even see you there, but we're going to get them over here. Yeah, we're going to have 2 in here, so we're going to sort that out. They're going to keep coming in this direction. We're going to try and occupy that bit of trench. Now this is the mustard gas. This just shows you how strong these elite units are, simply because in the last one that we did this with, they got murdered so quickly it was unreal. Let's just keep them strong. We've got a couple of extras in there. We could use them for down here, I suppose, but it is what it is. We could start gassing. Oh, that won't reach. We can gas straight from down here. We've got a mortar shooting something. Let's coordinate this a bit. We've got gas here. We could do with another gas there. That's not going to do them any favours. This should allow us to get units coming straight into this section of trench so we can murder them all. That sounds entertaining. We can potentially try and murder some of these mortars. Or we could try the planes again. A lot of them are still refueling though. But it will be worth a go. Let's get some planes in. We'll go for 2 fighters. 2 bombers. And that, we could potentially start moving some of these forward. We can go for a suppressive barrage going that way, and another one going that way. We can even send a bombardment onto that and them, keep them quiet for a little bit. Get in that trench, lads. Go, 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 go. Oh, they're just going to get murdered, I think. Oh, this might not work. But again, it also might very much well work. Now, they're probably going to be suppressed. We can at least bombard them to a degree. That is gone. This gas is working marvellously. None of these troops are actually going to be able to... Oh, this isn't quite happening the way I wanted it to do. Because they have spotted us. That didn't work, so we're going to have to get more troops back into this section. They are sending planes into interceptors. Oh, if I had the undermining down here, that would be glorious. Let's go for... Well, we've got troops in here that aren't going to be visible, really. Let's just gas some of this. Like that. That should keep them quiet. Our lads are getting slapped around a bit in there. These are now actually supporting them. But they're going to need replacements, so let's get some... Oh, they've decided to surrender already. Nice. Excellent. They must have run out of men. They clearly stopped trying to go for this section. Excellent. Let me know what you thought of that. Nice. So that was a successful sweep on the enemy capital. We murdered 12,000 men and we lost around 4,000. all the extra goodies. That didn't cost us too much. It certainly cost the enemy, though. We lost 8 fighter aircraft. That is a lot. They didn't like that. We actually gained supply from that from bonuses, and we didn't lose too much money either, so I'm happy with that. We've also got this, which gives us a good chunk of supply. That is much needed. Yes, please. That has been very much low. We've took a start off the capital. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been quite a busy one, actually. Join the Discord. The link is in the description. I want to see you there. Talk to me. That's what it's there for. Leave a comment on your thoughts. Should I have blown up that undermining? I think I did the right thing. I also want to find out if it carries over to the next one, which I don't think it will, but we shall see. Thank you very much again for tuning in. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.